Okay, I'm going to get into Thanatos, and I'm going to endeavor to speak as little as possible, because the issue that I am having with my other makeup tutorial is that I talk too much and I said stupid things, and now the clips are all just me going. It's very annoying. So anyways, here's me getting into Thanatos. So I am starting off by applying a very pale foundation that still has some kind of like pinky warm tonality to it. I'm doing that because even though Than is a gray boy, he's kind of like a warm gray, and so I'm going to be mixing white cream face paint and this foundation. I'm starting off with a layer of foundation first because it has a smoothing effect, as many foundations do, whereas the cream paint doesn't. So this is more of texture control, but you'll see as soon as I'm done this layer, I'm going to put over the white cream paint and I'm going to start blending that in. And I'm about to jump to a clip with me with 2 layers of face paint on. They're 2 very thin layers because, again, I want that warm tonality in the gray. Dad's sad face was because Nick and Charlie were making up on the rugby field, and I know it's coming after that. Anyways, I'm only applying powder to the places where I am going to be applying other powder products, such as highlighter or contour. The reason I'm doing that is because once you start applying powder on top of something that's very creamy, it will get really murky. So I'm putting a powder cast on top so that when I blend it out, it will blend out nicely and I won't kind of get those muddy chunks.
Don't. Oh,
Sorry if
do
I
not.
ever made you feel like you couldn't tell me that.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
Say
You're
nothing else
okay.
if you don't.
No,
Oh no.
not
You
just
know what?
myself.
I'm just gonna go to season 2.
On to contour. These are the 2 shades I used. This kind of taupey brown for the softer contour and this true gray for the deeper contours. So just remember, when you are doing any sort of contour work or shadow work, trying to change the shape of your face, the denser the brush, the more harsh the line is going to be, because less of that product is going to sink down into the brush or fly off the brush. So I'm using a very densely packed brush for my contour here. I want some cut cheekbones because Thanatos looks like he's a little skeleton boy. And then I'm going to go in with a smaller brush to do some of the more fine contour. Going for a more cartoony look this time around, but regardless, it's a pretty good roadmap as to how I do my masculine contour. I did switch a couple things up. You'll see later on that his eye look is quite feminine, and that's starting with this contour that I'm applying on his temple. I'm pitching it up, so then the wing for the eye look will follow that. It's not that he's particularly effeminate, he's just lithely built lithe. That's not a word anymore. He's hot, but in like a little bit of like a feminine way. I don't fucking know. Anyways, the color scheme for this look is black, purple, and gold. It's based off of his color scheme in the game. I am applying a little bit of that purple tone into the contour because I think it's cute, but again, it's not to uphold any sort of illusion, it's just because I think it's cute. The eyeshadow, just going from the outside to the inside, we're going to go darkest to lightest. So I'm going to do black, then I'm going to put in that purple, and then I'm going to stamp in some gold right into my inner corner. You'll see in a second, and it's metallic, so it catches the light and it acts as a highlight. I'm going to top that off with a super easy waterline eyeliner. Sorry if this freaks you out to watch. And then I'm just going to smudge it out, because he's definitely like a little guy liner type of guy. No winged eyeliner, not for Than. I don't think that he has the patience to do winged eyeliner, and also a little too femme. And then I slapped some brows on, which are arguably the most important part of any look, because I think that changes my face the most. Side note about chest plates, if you're thinking about getting one, build up your chesticles. Just because it's like a workout. It's like a resistance band almost. When you're right-handed and you have to do your left brow, you really have to squish the boobies. And I am weak. I have no upper body strength whatsoever. Also, I thought the look was too femme, so I added some 5 o'clock shadow and did some more contour.
I'm gonna put everything on. Just a quick tip. Video games, sometimes the hoods come out of nowhere. So can yours. So can yours. These just snap onto my armor.
But here's the final look. Here's me looking like a fuckboy in the final look. You're welcome, or I'm sorry.